How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Benji's Logs and Whatnots 2.0. I am Benji. It is a Monday morning and it is very quiet on the streets at the moment due to being a public holiday, Australia Day, here at this given time. It is going to be good for the traffic, easy to get down to Lorne, easy to get back. But again, as you guys would have seen in the previous video, we do have a bit of an issue down there at the moment. We do have a bit of a fire that's probably about 30 kilometers, which is probably what, going to be 15 miles away from where we, as you would say, need to go. So I did check it this morning. It hasn't moved an inch from where it was, so we'll have to just keep an eye on it either way. It is a little bit smoky again this morning, so see how things go when we are driving down there to see how things go. That is one thing that I love about public holidays, is in how quiet it is on the roads. It makes it a little bit easier for us to, as you would say, go to and from where we need to go today. I don't know about you guys, but we are pretty much going to be heading straight over to there, right along that little bit right there. You can probably just barely see the town. That is pretty much where we're heading. Trusty old Lorne. All that big fire is literally right up behind it, like right up in there. Yikes. So I've just had a quick gander at the Vic emergency app. It's looking a lot worse than what it did last video. Not looking good. I'll have to, as you'd say, have a look at it again in the morning or later on this afternoon. But at this given time, there's not much we can do about it. But I honestly thought it would have been a lot worse with visibility, but it wasn't too bad. This right here is the current situation. Pretty much where I've got to go to work is right there. And all these flashing symbols here are basically evacuation things, and the one that's sitting right there is basically watch and act. So that is quite a vast area. That's probably 60 to 120 mile from there to there, and so on and so forth. So we do have to keep an eye on that. I'll have another gander at that in the morning, see what the deal is. Again, this is one of those things that we cannot, as you would say, control. It is out of our hands at this given time. Just, yeah, I don't know what to do with work, because I drive to and from Lorne nearly every day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. And, yeah, that's what I'm scheduled on to do, so we'll see how things go tomorrow. That's all we can really do, but for now, I am, as you would say, going to go to bed, because we need to try and get some beauty sleep for tomorrow. I don't know if it's just me, but there's a 50-50% chance that right there is clouds / smoke from said fires down near Lorne. Yikes. That's pretty hectic, but yeah, like I said, it's a 50-50 shot. I'll have to keep an eye on everything either way on the way down there. So Lorne is still going to be open for the time being until further notice. So I'll be in contact with one of the guys down there, so that if anything happens in between now and basically the time I get down there, I can basically find out whether or not it's worth the time and effort. But at this point, we're still all clear to head down there and drop our stuff off from here. And as always, guys, I do hope that everyone not only gets themselves out of the danger zone, but gets all their pets and animals out out of danger as well. That is the most important thing at this point, but yeah, it's just one of those things that is very scary, to say the least. If it's not fires, it's floods. If it's not floods, it's strong winds. If it's not strong winds, it's bloody earthquakes. I haven't had an earthquake for a while. It'd be been at least a year and a bit since we've had our last earthquake, so that's probably a good thing. But still, I'll have to keep tabs on what's going on the next couple of days either way. So you guys are probably getting a bit bored of said things, but yeah, at this point it's bloody scary. Doesn't seem too bad this morning, considering that right behind those hills just over there is a big fire happening. Can't bloody believe it. But like I said, we'll have to keep tabs of it either way, because yeah, that is quite dangerous, especially for today, being up around 105 to 104 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the sort of temp range that we're looking at today. Oh, that didn't take too long for the car to get up to temp. Jeez Louise. It's only 11:46 in the morning. It's already 47 degrees Celsius, which is almost like 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Actually, car can change it. I might as well have a quick gander at what it really is. There it is, 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Bloody hell, that's exactly what it is in the car at this given time. 46 degrees Celsius, 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, and the worst part about having 42 degree Celsius temperature, the ruddy AC in this damn car has decided to not work for us. So we can have this thing on cold and full blast on our face, but I can tell you right now, it only blows out hot foot air. That's alright. We usually have the windows open at the best of times. Yes, it's certainly going to be a lot worse once this heat really kicks in today, especially with all the fires that are going around. They say that the fire down in Carlisle River, which is about 40 k's away from, I wouldn't even say 40 k's, it's probably about bloody 15, 20 k's. I reckon they reckon it's going to double in size. And I can tell you for free right now, if I stood out in the sun for more than 5 minutes, yeah, I'd definitely burst up in flames too. I'm not very fond of this hot weather, to be absolutely honest with you. Cannot stand it. So we've just finished up at the tattoo shop, and I can tell you right now, guys, we've just got back to the car. You're not going to believe how hot the car currently is as of right now. The inside of the car is almost like a foot oven. It's currently sitting on 54 degrees Celsius. That's just inside the car. Nowhere else. I'm not too sure about the outside, but it is stinking friggin' hot. So at the moment, inside the car is 127 degrees Fahrenheit. 54, oh, it's probably sitting on 53 at the moment because I had the door open for a couple of minutes, but holy crap. I certainly do feel sorry for everyone that's suffering with this heat and fires at the moment. But we do have to have another look at the fire thing when we get back home. But that right there is ridiculous. And we've got another couple of days worth of that. But not that hot though. Tomorrow's going to be dropping down to 25 degrees Celsius. And Thursday's going to be 37. And I've got to check the other stuff. But that is beyond a flipping joke. But that thing right there has certainly saved our ass of having such 1,000 times more hotter car. I should have, as you would say, cracked the windows open just a smidge like I did for work. I can tell you right now, the car would have been a lot hotter at work as it is now. But that That's gone down another degree. Jeez Louise. That's the current temperature underneath the patio. 43 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 110 Fahrenheit. I think that's about 110. But anyway, I'm going inside with the AC's on. It's too bloody hot to be out here. Looks like there's another one not far from said places. And that's exactly what happens when you get up to 44 plus degrees. And this one here hasn't really changed that much, but I'll have to go and find some other sources. But either way, when I got down to Lorne, most of the smoke was going the other direction. So yeah, I don't know whether or not it's going to get worse or what, but let's just hope it gets better. Not only that, all the animals get away as well. And I tell you what, I do feel sorry for everyone that is in that situation at this given time. It would suck, severely suck. After I got into the car before at 50 odd degrees, I can see why pets and kidlets would not survive said temperatures. Was not pleasant even for me. I do feel sorry for the homeless people as well that are going through this at the moment. But again, it's really out of our control at this point. All I can say is I hope and pray that everyone gets out either way. But in saying that, guys, there's not much else we can do. We'll have to keep an eye on it either way. And I know you guys are probably getting bored shitless of this. So I'm going to leave it at that. The next video is going to be a lot different than this one, without a doubt. Or the last two in this case. So in saying that, guys, I'll leave you to it. I'll see you in the next video as always. Arrivederci and everything else in between. And for now, as always, keep it cheesy.